This is Gerald Johan van Waas and the educational channel of demonstrations regarding letter significations, letter meanings, and also how we change the understanding of the letter directions that are also there in the first place, and we follow them, and the nature of how it works in between the letters and how they are ordered and so on, follow a certain natural order. It is a bit difficult for people to learn and also to listen to these videos, to make steps to make it even understand better, because there are a few difficulties to do so, because what I'm explaining most of the times is combining your understanding when you hear certain sounds and you see these abstract combinations, how you can visualize them. It's too much to ask. It's almost like a synesthesia form of two parts of your brain that hardly match together. So how would people understand and also believe that there is a connection in the first place? So I will make it more easy, because there are reference points from its origin that are much more easy to access. The way how language developed itself over the thousands of years was actually that it came from understanding the common directions, changes, interactions that were understood, of changes that were happening in communication, in the environment, and so on. And all these references that we communicate are most easily understood by a language which is older than the language of sounds and then of letters. And this is the language of signs themselves, how we express ourselves towards each other, so that we understand each other most easily. Lots of these repetitive features that can be used to combine reference points made it to letters or sounds. And so if I would now combine the sign language that expresses these letters and show it to you how this sign is formed and how the combinations of sign form a certain subject, you will notice much more easily how this system, which is underlying, really works. Because everybody still has this ability to sense a form when it's expressed with your hands or with your face or whatever. So that's what we will do. We will change the letters and all what they present, and we will present them as signs that you can understand, because every sign can express a whole couple of things, and you understand it. You will immediately understand. And if I combine them, you can still understand it. And it might go even more quickly than with the visualization process, because with the visualization process you say, yeah, but how do you come to that? So yeah, you can fantasize and choose a direction. With the signs, you don't have choice. You immediately make these connections in your brain. Sign language, sign interpretation, language in your brain, it's quite near to each other. So the way how we learn these things and adapt to the information that we perceive is much more easy. So let's try that one. So what we will do first is we will have we'll start with two letters. The A. Why is this like this? The A is like a form which is strong, which is firm. It's in the middle. You know what it is. There's nothing else that you need to add. When I form the first letter, the first word that I already explained before, the at, the second letter I would say is the T is like the touch. You touch it, you feel immediately what it is. And by doing that, like that, you immediately have the signal. When I say a, you know immediately that it's at. And how do you design it in form? The A is a full form with as you see it here. The T is somewhere in that area. That's where the signal appears. Compared to A and T, I will have my range of A. I have my range of T. It's somewhere there in between. There is a T. But when I really want to understand what at as a combination of A and T are, I need this comparison so that in this one signal I can come to one effect, the effect of the star that you can see there. So it's you have a with this fist, and then the t on the touch on top at. So you know it. So you have at. So if you have immediately, you know what I'm talking about. That's more or less the way I'm going to express this, because with the A, the fist, you will have the A in it. You have to express it well. I'm a bit standing a bit too close to the camera. I think I have to move a little bit so it's up. I have the at on top, and this will focus itself towards the A and have the right focus point. Just try it on your own. With these points, they follow the rules that I had, but you can also make the sensitivity awake that what it is, what the A is, what the T is, and what the combination does, and so that you understand. Oh yeah, it's I touch it. I have something. I touch it. Oh yeah, it's at it. I'm at it. So you can understand it like that. Let's have one example with a couple of words I have that are close to each other but mean something completely different, and you should understand them by the expression of how we express them with sign language, with the signs that we understand and sense. Just do them yourself. For instance, we have what's the difference between war and warm? It's a huge difference. And how does it come that it is so different? I hope you can see it well in camera, because I was a bit close here. So w, we know, that's like the water. We know as well. And war, so that's what something is going on. So when you have this, I'll try to I'll try to do something for camera, but it's a bit different. So I have the situation, which is waves. So you have then the so the wave. Then you know that there is something going on. So you just try these things. If you have warm, or so that you sense that something is sensed from there, you sense that let's say the surface where something is going on, where something is going on, So you just try it yourself. But with warm, it's a totally different energy. So like it's like there's something tough underneath. With warm, it's adapted as if it's hot on its ground. It's aggressive. If you have a whole wave and you have the R there, and the R there with the R there, so but with the M at the end, it's adopted. It's as if this whole energy which is building up with the M, it's softened. So the W can be combined with R. M can be sensed. Just sense it, so that you sense everything which is getting larger. Another example will be wind, for instance. So you also have the W. You also have the W. And then the... Wait. It's so difficult to work for the camera for me. So you have oui. 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 Ups, and you take something from to win. So you see, you feel what the wave, and in the wave something is coming out. So we, and you take something out, win. So it's win. So you have these three kinds of references that are combined, and you understand them. Just do them, and you will understand. Same thing with, for instance, I will take the B from the B, you know, the B is getting larger. B. Now, what do I need next? The A. Just there, it's a whole area. It's a whole area. You can have A. I can already express it like this. If it's expressed as air, you more have the A is on the air. It's more like that. If you combine B with air of air and R in the end, we have the B, but beer. So now you can almost sense like the claws going. Just do it, and you will notice you have the B, the E, which you can now like that, and you can always sense it and see what is happening within beer. The O. That's space. You can have like this. And now, oh, pop, oh, pop, pop, pop. Actually, it's not so much not different from do it with signs, sense it like that from the signs, or visualize it from what is happening there. The effect, what will come out of it, that's kind of interpretation, will be much more easily associated with a pop in with your signs, if you start to do that, than by making a correct visualization and see, okay, what is really going on. Then you have to interpret it actually with much more talent than what goes quite automatically with signs. Just try it. And then another thing is, you have the T So you touch something so you can sense it. It's actually like that. More. But if the effect is even bigger, you don't have the. You have the. Have a. D. 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 So here the D is stronger. If I combine now, B, brr, bre, bread, but with more effect. I'll have the bread, which you can also express with forms, and then understand it as well. Why is it expressed with B, B, brr, bre, bre, bread, expressed as T as a sound, but expressed as letters as a D, so with more effect. So because the effect will come out, it will be stronger to sense than just to touch it. It will be stronger because it has grown. That's more or less what you can sense from it. I hope these examples were clear enough. From here, yeah, I think that's good enough for now. Thanks again for watching. Thanks and bye-bye.